Turns out my foglet problem wasn't quite dealt with. Now, I should be coming up on the White's lair at any moment now. Though the howling of wolves, I assume it is not filling me with confidence. Oh, this is definitely the place. Look. The spoons hanging from the trees. I've got a good feeling about this. Hear the clanking of spoons all around me.
Our guests. Never a good omen.
Oh, fuck. It's not wolves. It's Bacchus. I hate these things. Okay, right, let's get our Spectre Oil on. Thankfully they can't break through my gap. Oh.
Die.
We know they're weak to Axie. I can tell you for certain that ain't the last of them.
Regis' raven wasn't lying. Spoons all over the place.
See if you come close to me when I use Whirl. Yeah, they still hurt me. Deals with all of them. We actually leveled up from that. It's given me quite a nice amount of experience, these Bacchus. This music's giving me the creeps. It's got a shiver. There's another Bacchus there, isn't there? I'll leave it for now, it's not bothering me. Coast seems to be clear. Just top up that slight bit of remaining health. And here we go.
Strange. Get a sense that the spoons are beating out some kind of rhythm. A message. Trying to tell me something.
This has been barricaded. Ain't getting in there. Not a chance. Broke wooden spoons, metal spoons, all kinds of spoons. You know, Regis said this could have been some kind of curse. Oh my god, look. Metal spoon, polished spoon, ladle, tempered spoon. I'm inclined to believe him. Now, where is the white? Be around here somewhere. Just being as cautious as I can be, really, given the circumstances.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror. Sounds like a curse, all right. Somebody's clearly obsessed. Regis mentioned the place might be cursed. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look around.
Yeah, the writing, the incantation is written everywhere on these walls. See if there's anything around this side. Soiled letter. We'll just ignore the apparent Arrakis that's in these woods over here. Marlene, my dearest daughter, you've no idea the pain it causes a father to write these words. A father who must abandon his own child ceased to be a father, and his heart shall never know comfort. Sadly, as a result of what happened, I have no other choice. We, along with the rest of the household, must abandon our estate. It is because that curse took you from us, leaving in your stead a mindless, bloodthirsty creature. We shall go north to Rivia, and if you ever read this letter, which could only mean you have returned to human form, you are to look for us there. For my part, I can only promise each year I will send an envoy who will be tasked with checking in on you, seeing if you are alive, and, if so, in what form. Faith that you will once again be my beloved Marlene gives me the strength to live on. Perhaps the curse will not last forever. Perhaps someone will come along and lift this burden from you. Farewell, your loving father. Well, I think we know what the white is. It's a good thing I did a little check around there and found that letter. So, it's the white Marlene? It's clearly pointing to be that way.
None shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Sounds like a riddle to me.
What a pigsty. Need to search it thoroughly. Find a way to collect some white saliva.
Oh yeah, of course. Let's not forget why we're here.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred. Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
I guess we're going to be inspecting spoons all day. I think we're going to be here a little while.
Spoon's incredible. The craftsmanship must have graced a rich man's table.
The book, yep. Stained diary. Perhaps more clues? For a few days now, I've been having dizzy spells. I've never experienced anything like this before. If it carries on, although I can't stand witchcraft and sorcery, I'll have to visit a herbalist. The dizziness has not gone away. Worst of all, it's been joined by pain so strong that at times I cannot see. I've been to the herbalist. A repulsive old crone looked at me like she had seen a monster. She gave me some cursed mixture that I have to drink twice a day. It's not helping at all. Today, like every day, I looked in the mirror and I was lost for words. I usually check that I don't have any wrinkles or bags under my eyes, but today there are no wrinkles, but I'd rather there were. I have hair growing on my breasts. It's horrible. It's got to be because of those damned herbs. I went to the herbalist to smash her face in, but her chambers were empty. She must have known what would happen to me and legged it. My family is starting to suspect something, although I am cutting the hair back, which is growing back faster and faster. I've tried to put the idea out of my head, but I can't hold it back any longer. Maybe it wasn't the herbs that have led to this, but a curse placed upon me by an old beggar whom I had to chase off one time. I have to find out. I have to hire someone who can find the herbalist. I cannot think, and it is getting hard to write.
Poor girl. Realized she was changing into a monster. Recorded it in her diary. Poignant.
Yeah, it's like some beggar possibly did this to her. Spoons. Spoons. Wonder if these sell nicely. I'll find out later. I'll either be in for the jackpot or I won't be.
Smashed mirror. As if someone couldn't stand to look at themselves. The monster. Journal's author, maybe?
Yeah.
No spoon you have shall sate you. Whatever lives here treated that literally. Still searching for the right spoon.
Well, someone's home and there's skeletons around the table. Lovely.
Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one.
Spoon key.
A spoon key. Sophisticated crafting. Tag bears a description. White's a true collector.
A spoon key note. This certifies the item up for auction, an antique spoon key forged at the Christopherson and Sons workshop in 1210. Belongs to Smeagol Circus, owner of the Pheasantry. That was to do with the body we found in the last episode. It's actually a quest related to that Easter egg. Let's have a look. It's got to be, it'll be a treasure hunt, won't it? Yeah, read the note. Ask the owner of the Pheasantry about the mysterious spoon. It's a good thing I decided to check each of the spoons, really, otherwise I might have missed that. It's the incantation again.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
There's something down there.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old. Skeletons. Doubt they came here willingly. This have anything to do with the curse? None shall sit and dine with you at your table. It'd make sense. Broken neck. Indentation in the skull's lateral surface. Smacked in the head with something heavy. No claw or fang marks. Probably choked to death.
the last one.
Right on, bit right off. Teeth all knocked out. Somebody tried to force feed him.
Christ. A nod on spoon. Oh. Got ourselves another letter. Decaying one this time. Dear Master Levasseur, I know you track outlaws for pay. I have an unusual assignment for you. No doubt you wonder why I have drawn you out here and why we cannot meet you in person. You see, in my present situation, any kind of meeting is very risky. Not so much for me, but as for the person with whom I meet. For I am afflicted by a curse, or, as I hope, and why I have turned to you, the side effects of medicine given to me some time ago by a herbalist. Soon after I visited the herbalist, she disappeared without a trace. I desperately wish to understand my illness, so I wish to hire you to find her. When you do, learn as much from her as you can about the medicine she gave me. If my suffering is a result of her wickedness, then make her provide an antidote. I assure you I have ample wealth and will reward you with no small part of it for your services. If it turns out my suffering is not the fault of the herbalist, please let her go. I will then have a different task for you, because this shall mean I am afflicted by a terrible curse which only the gods can cure. I believe it was cast upon me by a certain beggar who came by the manor while I was hosting a soiree for a few friends. If you can find that vagrant, I will pay you double. Sadly, all I remember of him is that he sold mirrors. I am aware this is not much aid for your hunt, yet I trust in your considerable talents and wish you the best of luck. Marlene de Transdamara. Wow. Okay. That's a nice little connection, isn't it? It seems that poor Marlene here, who has been cursed by a travelling merchant, was cursed by Master Mirror, aka Gauntlerodim. And I can certainly tell ya, the chap that you sent out to look for him ain't gonna have much luck with that one. Explains why this curse is sort of worded in a riddle then. We know he likes riddles.
Actually does seem like a White's lair. Bit atypical, but still. Cauldron should be somewhere around here.
Can't get over that. Gauntlerodim did all this. It's deeper. I don't really know if I want to go down there.
Cauldron I was looking for. White's not particularly tidy. Another spoon. Yep, just as normal as the last one. Table's set. White who lives here is getting ready for some sort of feast. White that lives here, definitely afflicted by a curse, and it's been trying desperately to lift it.
I think we've looked at everything in this place. What's this on the shelf? Ooh. Cool.
White's obsessed. A real collector. Thoroughbred.
Yeah. Cauldron. Take that. Take that.
Spoon. Pretty ordinary. Maybe a little old.
Just making sure I check all these, just in case one isn't a special kind of spoon.
Cauldron's empty, unfortunately. Regis needs some brew. I'm afraid he won't get that. No choice but to hide and wait for the saliva glands and their bearer. Need a spot that'll let me observe the cauldron.
behind all this clutter, perhaps? I want to go further down into this place. Let's go quickly save it. Oh, okay, there's a wardrobe here. Hiding inside, I probably am, aren't I? No, we're gonna try and lift the curse.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Wanna help? I've seen the words of the curse on the walls. Think I know how to lift it. You tried to bring folk here, convince them to sit at the table with you, right? Well, I'm gonna be your guest now. Your willing guest. Just need a bit for Regis. And now we'll tend to you.
Okay, let's swap spoons. Let's eat using the spoons. Let's eat not using the spoons.
Need to get this right. Words of the curse were, none shall sit and dine with you at your table. No spoon you have shall say to you, never again shall you wish to spy your reflection in the mirror.
Okay, the key to the riddle is no spoon you have shall say to you. So swapping spoons isn't going to do anything because we've still got spoons. Let's see, using the spoons isn't going to help either because we're still using spoons. So let's see, not using the spoons is the only possible answer to that riddle. It's got to be it. It's got to be.
We can't use spoons. No, that won't work. You've been looking for a spoon that would feed you, but there's no such spoon. We need to eat without spoons. Open your eyes. You need to see your likeness.
Did it work?
I think it worked. Just not quite like I expected. Need to see what happened to the white. Won't be hard to find given its stench.
Yeah, my toxicity went right up after drinking that thing. I feel for you there, Geralt. Okay, right, the White's Trail leads back outside the manor. Right, let's check down here first. Guys, this Arrakis, or whatever it is right outside of this place. We found another book. Words of wisdom on beastly curses. Monstrous curses and their description and introduction. Curses that change a fellow into a monstrous creature have existed since the dawn of time. They have a variety of origins and a variety of effects. It normally happens that a mage or sorceress casts a curse and the spell changes the subject. It doesn't always happen straight away. Sometimes the person who has been cursed changes slowly, bit by bit. It also happens that a normal fellow can cast a curse, someone whose conscience is clear and who has done good in their life. Such a person can acquire power and thus the aggrieved can place a curse on the evildoer. Such curses are strong and cannot be removed easily. Thus everything by which human suffering is atoned is long-lasting and painful. It's like, say I'm certain this is Marlene. Oh my god. There's more spoons in here than I would have thought. It's the way out? Nope, that's locked. Okay, right, there's nothing else down here. So I can either report back to Regis and ignore the following the White's trail. Of course we're not going to do that. Something clearly happened to the White, but has the curse been removed? Okay, let's pick up the scent. Hello? It's run outside, hasn't it? Yeah. I want to help you. Where have you gone? Gone down this way. Oh shit. Christ, that didn't stun him that time. Must have been that one Varhes from earlier. I'm sure I heard more. No, that's the one from earlier. Let's put the sword away and resume the trail. There, look ahead.
Shh, easy. Not gonna hurt you.
Eat. I must eat.
I'll take you someplace safe. So I took her by the hand and led her here. Seemed the only sensible place for her.
You did the right thing, sir. She should recover quickly here. Don't worry, sir. I shall see to everything. She is safe here and in good hands. She'll soon be back on her feet.
Might actually take a while. She hadn't eaten anything in over 100 years when I found her.
Horrid. Whatever brought this about?
Who brought this about, you want to be saying?
Told me her story on the way here. Her name's Marlena. She was once the very beautiful and proud heiress to the Trastamara estate. One evening, when she was holding a banquet for friends, a beggar came to her gate seeking alms. He had a bowl and a spoon with him. He sat outside her fence and waited.
I've heard of the custom. An ancient rite of hospitality that obliges one to give food and drink to such a guest lest he depart hungry. To neglect the custom is to bring great misfortune down upon oneself.
Marlena didn't care a whit for the old customs. She drove the man off, saying she'd rather feed the leftovers from her feast to her dogs than to give the beggar anything. The beggar then broke his spoon, cast a curse. She was beautiful, so he said she'd never wish to look at herself in the mirror again. Since she adored feasts, he swore no one would ever wish to sit and dine with her. And as she even refused him the crumbs from her table, he swore she'd never find a spoon in the world that would sate her hunger.
A harsh punishment. I imagine lifting the curse was hardly simple.
Curses are tricky. They play on irony. Always gotta figure out what the catch is. Marlena had spent decades looking for a way to lift it. Transformed into a wight, she stole spoons and lured folk into her home, trying each time to get them to dine with her. Didn't work.
So what did?
Someone had to sit down and share a meal with her, of their own free will. They had to eat without using spoons, and make her look at her reflection.
That's it? That was all it required?
Simplest solutions are sometimes the last that come to mind. Besides, when you're a wight, it's pretty damn hard to find willing human company for a feast.
I imagine so. But, most importantly, it is now over. Please, don't worry. She will be in good hands here.
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Whoa, we got a lot of experience from this quest. It almost brings a tear to my eye to see Geralt save Marlena like that. Wonder if we can speak to her. Poor woman, as Geralt said, had to suffer for over 100 years.
Tasty. So wonderful. Thank you. I thank you. So tasty. Oh, so good.
We'll leave you to it. Eat all the food you wish, Marlena. I'll make sure that our Majordomo will keep you well equipped. Right, let's just head into my room. Actually, before we do anything, we leveled up, and we've almost leveled up again, because we almost got a whole level from that quest. And from it... So if we open up our mutations, we can go further into this tree, can't we? Ah, oh, shit, they require... Really? They require 3 ability points? Oh. Gutted. I'm so close as well to getting that. See, I could report back to Regis, but I'm not going to right now. What I might do, though...
Renovations coming along all right?
Wonderfully. The furnishings you last had me order have arrived.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Tell you what, we'll do some work on the house this time.
Been thinking about the outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Ugh, it's a lot of money. We've done one good deed for the day and I think I deserve it.
It's in your hands then. Make the place shine.
I shall get to work immediately. Within a day's passing, I shall have sent for the crew which rebuffed the Admiral's residence. They are the finest specialists around. Highly skilled at what they do, it shall not take them too long, I wager. 2 days after they begin, your eyes will behold your residence in its refurbished, rejuvenated, beautified state. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Don't push it, I'll just give you 5k.
That's all for now, BB. Thanks.
Cheers, BB. Okay, 2 days apparently this is going to take. Oh, I hate to look. Actually, that's not that bad. I thought I was going to be on about 11 or 12k, so I'm actually happy with that choice. I'm going to be sticking around Coro Bianco though, whilst the renovating gets done. So what I might do, we'll have sleep for a couple of days, shall we? And then wake up to a new and improved home. Let them just renovate all around me while I'm in here. Can I use this? No, it's not letting me. Okay, maybe because it's about to get updated. It's not matter, let's just head outside. Head down to here. Oh god, of course, we've got like the stables to make for Roach. An upgrade. Sorry girl, don't worry, we'll get there. Save it. So, not an hour, let's go the other way. Okay, that is 1 day. And this should make 2. I'll go to 3 AM just to be sure. The Hunger Game? Oh! Visit Coro Bianco and see how Marlena is doing.
Work up to my chin and I've caught some raw.
Oh, I'm glad I rested now for those couple of days. Well, the house is still being renovated. Okay, that's okay. We'll go on. We'll speak to Marlena first, and then we'll see.
Scrub off before you soon.
She's still in here. Oh, she's there. Almost went past her then.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I cut it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
Go to town, start a new life. You can stay here. She can do whatever she wants. I don't know which one to choose there. But I'm happy to keep her here if she wishes. So you can stay here if you want to.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality. Yet,
Yeah.
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream. At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
Don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar. There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
Oh, that must be where all the spoons were, because there were loads of barrels down there.
I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted oaks was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will.
Ah, good guy, Geralt. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. I didn't want to force her to stay here, but at least that's taken care of.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Awesome. Awesome. Right then. Has that room always been there? Sorry. Is this part of the... Is it okay? This is where Mal... Yeah, it is. Okay. Kitchen's in there. Obviously, BB. Morning is arising. So, search for Marlena's dowry in the Trastamara estate.
I've worked up to my chin and I've caught...
That is going to be where we just went. Yes, it is.
rot.
So it is in that cellar where we didn't really find anything, but a monster diary, wasn't it? So the work on the estate should be done shortly. I'm not going to meditate any longer. Next time I revisit the place, it should hopefully be done by then. But we succeeded in getting a vial of the white saliva for Regis.
I've worked up to my chin and I've caught some rot.
So all that remains next is to take it back to him and see what he's got in store. But that quest really has brought a smile to my face. Geralt removed the curse from Marlena that was cast by none other than Master Mirror Gaunter or Dim himself. We may have banished him from the land for now, but you always know at some point he's guaranteed to return. Let's just hope there isn't a next time that I happen to run into him.
Wolves asleep amidst the trees. Bats all asleep.